Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Professor Abdul Wahid, Office Bearers of the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Pakistan, our guests who have come from abroad. It is a pleasure to be able to talk to you, although it is 7:45 at night, and I was supposed to be in Karachi but because of the weather situation I am not there. I congratulate all of those who have come here from outside, and I would request that the deliberations which are being made and discussions which are happening have a beneficial effect on the education of dentistry, for which the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Pakistan have done a tremendous job. I have been affiliated with the college since a few decades, and I believe that the standards of education as far as the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Pakistan have established are iconic. They are being followed by other universities in their masters and PhD programs as well. The medical science is going through a very great change this year, in these years, because of the amount of data which has come in, the amount of the possibilities of the data sequencing, the research which is going on with the help of artificial intelligence and improvement in the ability of CRISPR technology and gene sequencing, to name a few areas only, but there are so many areas which have tremendous amounts of potential. I believe very strongly that we know very little about the human body. There are probably 30 trillion cells, including about 30 trillion bacteria, and imagine that each cell has trillions of atoms in it, and we don't even understand what is the mix and how do they work. So to understand an organism which has so much of input from all around is going to take even centuries if I were to put some time on it. But right now, let me make you think about the enormous possibilities which exist today. It's just a matter of time. The DNA sequencing, which cost quite a few $1 million, was a program which was for 14 years, and by the 7th year it was done only 1%, and people who don't understand exponential change were convinced that this will take another 70 years. The genome sequencing. And those people who knew statistics and who knew AI said this is exactly on the right track. 1% in 7 years, it will double in the 8th year, it will become 2, it will become 4 in the 9th year, and it will be 8 in the 10th year, and 16 in the 11th year, and 32, 64, and more than 100% by the 14th year, which was the program. That costs millions of dollars, one genome sequencing. But imagine that today it probably costs $100, and the cost will keep on going down. In another 3-4 years, it may cost only about $10 to do a sequencing of my genome. Imagine the data from my genome and the billions of people in the world. Imagine the ability to take a statistical analysis of that. And today, when I did my first master's, I had a 5-way analysis of variance and statistics, which took me a long time to be able to do. Only 5 variables were there, which took me a long time to do. Today, ChatGPT looks at billions of variables. So imagine that genome sequencing of maybe even 1 million people or 3 million people. The fact that people would understand that 50% of nature, even if we understand that, there is possibility of people based on that genome sequencing are getting both, for example, in breast cancer, getting both breasts removed, not because of any indicator or because of any cells there, but just the fact that it is possible that they would get breast cancer. So imagine what it would do to a lot of diseases which exist in the world today. So I believe you are on the threshold of a huge change, and College of Physicians and Surgeons of Pakistan and people like you who are leading that change. I would like to request you to understand the exponential change which is happening, not the linear change which is happening. Linear is doubling, increasing by some percentages every year. Exponential is huge. Exponential is that, like what I mentioned as far as genome sequencing is concerned. So therefore today the fact that your students should understand the ability to discriminate between information rather than retaining information. When I became a dentist, I would absorb information in my brain from the textbooks and be able to recall when I saw a patient as far as differential diagnosis is concerned. Today information is everywhere. So today the ability to recall is there in the sector, it's in the clouds, it's there even an instant away. So the teaching which you have to do is to make the students and those who are making decisions to ask the right questions. There's a big difference between what you can recall from memory and what you can recall from the international cloud memory, and to be able to ask the right questions to find the right diagnosis. So the challenges are huge, and so are the dividends huge, and dividends as far as humanity is concerned is tremendous. All sciences, whenever they were talked about that of course there are nuclear weapons, etc., but there are benefits in medicine as well, and these are the benefits. I think the world of tomorrow should look at the environment, look at the footprint of mankind on this earth, and look for benefits as far as improvement of health and happiness is concerned, because there's another area which is very alarming. The amount of mental stress in society is increasing. So humanity is going through too many crises: environmental, mental, as far as body is concerned, as far as wars are concerned, as far as the laxity in response when they see women and children being killed as in Gaza is concerned, is very painful. And it reminds me that even hospitals were bombed, people were killed, they're still being killed. I am very depressed as far as my confidence is concerned on humanity and humanitarian issues are concerned. But you people can make a change. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.